Well, hello. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Stephen. So, this week's blog is entitled The LA Sheriff or Field Marshal. There's a reason for that. Many of you have been paying attention to the news. You'll know that the Los Angeles County Sheriff, who is decidedly very anti-gun, decided unilaterally to close all gun stores, gun ranges, ammunition stores, basically anything associated with a firearm. Now, he did this in conjunction with an interview that he was giving. And in the interview, he started waxing poetic about his own powers as the sheriff. And first, he started off by discussing the fact that in an emergency, the National Guard, well, it reports to him that he's the one in control. That's fundamentally flawed. And in the blog, I go through an analysis of exactly where he falls on the totem pole of power, and it is decidedly lower than he believes that it is. In any event, we go through that, and then I start talking specifically about his decree that firearms-related businesses be closed. And his logic behind this is that just owning guns is dangerous, and people going out and buying guns, that's just a recipe for disaster. Now, I will be honest with you, in some respects I understand where he's coming from, and that's one of the reasons why we've been offering all these free classes for new gun owners, because we don't want there to be a public health emergency as a result of this. That notwithstanding, in the same interview, he also says that he's absolutely going to make sure that pot dispensaries remain open because, that's essential. Anyways, he was immediately given notification from the LA County Council after reading a brief that Michelle and Associates had put together. They went to the sheriff and said, you can't do this. So he rescinded his order, pending a gubernatorial decision that that he could, in fact, close these stores. The governor essentially punted and said, "I'm going to leave it up to the individual sheriffs." Now, and I talk about it in the blog, reasons why I think the governor has taken that particular action. In any event, this whole thing effectively became moot last week when the Department of Homeland Security articulated a position that, in fact, firearms retailers, gun stores, ammunition manufacturers, ammo stores, gun ranges are all essential businesses. So that's now been recognized at the federal level. Social distancing requirements still obviously are required, but the feds have essentially said these are essential businesses, taking them out of local jurisdictional control. So with that being said, the blog itself in the final analysis becomes somewhat moot from the standpoint of these gun stores staying open in LA County. That notwithstanding, the broader issue associated with petite tyrants, which is exactly how I would refer to the sheriff of LA County, still is germane. So in any event, I hope you read the blog. I hope you enjoy it. As always, if you have any questions or you'd like to comment, you can do so directly to me at stephen@artemishq.com. You can comment directly on the blog. And as always, I want you to be training constantly, consistently, repetitively, and with purpose. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.